What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spotlight by CG. Let's welcome my special guest from Louisiana University, defensive back, Keyon Martin, bro. How's it going, bro?
Good. Everything is going good.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So for those people who are not too familiar with you, man, tell me about yourself.
Um, well, I play at University of Louisiana, but originally from Fort Lauderdale. Played high school down south in Florida at Deerfield Beach High School, and had quite a college journey. Went to Air Force Academy, straight out of high school, and then ended up transferring to Youngstown State where I played 2 years, and then transferred again. Ended up playing my last 3 seasons at University of Louisiana. Well, just graduated with a communication degree and currently get my master's in training for the NFL.
Oh, that's what's up. So you've been playing since the COVID year, right?
Yeah, I graduated high school 2019.
Yeah, so it had to be a long time. But so the COVID year was pretty challenging, huh?
Oh yeah, because you had everybody who was against the vaccine, and some people who was for the vaccine, and that's when I was at Youngstown FCS school. So we played our season. My first season there, we played in the spring. We played spring 2000.
Okay, but you said you started off with the Air Force first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what was intriguing about going to the Air Force?
Well, I mean, out of high school, I didn't have a lot of offers, so ain't a lot of people want me for real. So I went to. Well, I was being recruited by University of Akron. Well, I was committed to my senior year, and then a week before signing day, they dropped me. They got the coaching staff got fired. They got a new coaching staff, and the new coaching staff didn't bring me in. So it was either I was trying to go to FAMU, but they didn't let me commit. So it was either Bryant University or Air Force Academy. And the best opportunity for me was the Air Force Academy.
So it led you to that situation. And then you said you transferred to Youngstown eventually. So what would you take away from the experience from going to the Air Force?
Honestly, I think the Air Force was one of the best things that happened to me. Honestly, going through basic training, I can say it helped with life, even with football. Just working like being able to focus on the small details, even in football. So the small details that a lot of people wouldn't focus on. Basic training, I can say they really harped on it. So being able to go through basic training and being all the way in Colorado and just experiencing so many different people out there at the academy, I say it helped a lot. I say the Air Force Academy, I'm glad I went. Even though I didn't stay, I'm glad I got the experience to experience basic training in the military life.
Got you to the next level in life, I guess, from the looks of it. But then you said you transferred to Youngstown. What led you to go to Youngstown State?
So when I went to the Air Force Academy, I went to the prep school. So all the academies have a prep school where technically it's to prepare you for the academy. So they send a lot of their athletes there to prepare you for the academy. But you're playing sports while you're at the prep school, but it doesn't count towards your eligibility. So it's like another year high school. It's like reclassifying. So while we was there, we played a bunch of JUCOs and stuff like that. But once I left the academy and realized just the military wasn't a life for me, it was out of two schools that offered me when I left the academy. It was out of Indiana State and Youngstown State. And I can say one of the main reasons I chose Youngstown State was because they had an indoor. So, and I knew both of them was in the cold. So I didn't want to be outside practicing in the cold.
I don't blame you, man, because you said you come from Florida, so you're kind of accustomed to the tropical kind of warm weather type of thing, right?
Yeah, but being out there in Colorado and then Ohio, I guess. Shoot, I'm used to the cold now. I can say.
Body acclimation, or what they say. You acclimate to the weather and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then eventually, you led yourself going into Louisiana. What got you to that last transfer over there?
So once leaving Youngstown State, I could say that's one of most schools. Once I entered the transfer portal, I seen wanted me at some point in time because a bunch of schools that didn't want me in high school, the same coaches who didn't want me out of high school, came and tried to get me tried to get me to their school leaving Youngstown State. But when I was leaving Youngstown State, I had a plan, so I wanted to commit by a certain time because I wanted to be at a school for the summer workouts. So I took 4 visits in a week. I went to FAU, App State, Wake Forest, in Louisiana. I went to 4 of them in a week, and every school had a great plan for me. Of every school has something to offer, and I think really it was out of Louisiana or App State, really. But Louisiana was my last visit, and I just felt like the scheme of the defense fits my play style the best, and I felt like they had a great culture going on over there. They had just won the championship, so I felt like Louisiana was one of the great places to go.
It had to be a good journey to go from over there. So what is it like just to play at that kind of environment?
Oh, Louisiana, just the culture out there in Lafayette, I can say it's one of a kind. Everybody there in the city of Lafayette loves Louisiana. Everybody loves the football team. Everybody just loves the culture of the city. Um, it was kind of different because when uh when you first talk about Louisiana, everybody talk about New Orleans. Well,
Yeah.
I could say Lafayette. They got their own little style that they got the Cajun the way that they live by with they French ways. But I can say as soon as I got Louisiana, I fell in love with the environment. I fell in love with the people. Everybody treated me with a kind heart and open arms. So even the coaching staff. So I feel like going to Louisiana, that was just I made the right decision.
Well, it definitely got you to be where you're at. So what kind of defense have you played throughout your college career?
I can say every defensive scheme I played in mainly was cover. Well, every defensive coordinator that I played for loved man to man. So that's one thing that I love to play is man to man. I love to be in a scheme where um, coaches like some coaches are scared to call man to man because they feel like they don't trust their DBs. So they love to stay in zone. But every DC I played against with, they love man to man. So I could say the type of schemes that I played in was the aggressive, the ones who's gonna blitz, they're gonna call man to man, and they're gonna come after the offense. So I can say those are the type of defense that I'm just used to playing in.
Okay. So like was it like a 4-3-3-4, or was it like a 4-2-5 or something?
Well, Louisiana, we played 3-3-5. So 3D linemen, 3 linebackers. We stayed that our base defense was 5 DBs on the field. But I mean we usually match personnel. So 12 personnel, we'll go to um a 4-3, and
Okay.
then 11 personnel, we'll go back to a 3-3-5. So but I could say I mean I played for 2 different DCs at defensive coordinators at Louisiana. Um Like I said, they both were like base coverage call was a cover 4 quarters defense. So
Okay, so for your position, were you just mostly an outside corner or a nickel, or you play any spots at the cornerback position?
I played both, mainly corner though. Um, that's why I usually, well, even at Youngstown and Louisiana, I mainly played corner, but I've always coaches always felt comfortable moving me to nickel whenever they needed to. Usually when they know they're finna throw the ball and they got one of the best guys, the go-to guys in the slot, they'll put me in the slot, and usually 9 times out of 10, man-to-man call in the slot. But even some games where the game plan was why I play nickel and shoot. I play nickel most of the game and be in the run fits and be blitzing off the edge and stuff like that. So I play nickel and corner. I play both.
So you got that versatility to play those spots. Okay.
Yeah.
So have you met with any other NFL teams before this interview?
No, I haven't.
But you're pretty much having a pro day coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, I got a pro day coming up in March, late March.
So who do you model your game after?
So I can say I like. See, when people ask me this, I always say two different DBs.
That's fine.
So the first DB is, I wouldn't say I model my game after him, but he's a DB that I love to watch and get pointers from because I just love how technique sound he is. But Patrick Surtain, and he's from here. He's from down here in Fort Lauderdale, but just the way he plays corner, just so technique sound is consistent, and it isn't just out there. He's just not out there freelance and just trying to win the rep. Like, he knows his keys and he knows what he's gonna do before the snap. And I love a technique sound corner. That's what I pride myself on, is technique, because technique take you a long way. But someone who plays the game, who I say I can see myself kind of relating myself to, is Amik Robinson, because we got the same build, and he just play. I feel like every time he play, every snap he playing with a chip on his shoulder. He feel like he got something to prove. So that's why I love his game. I can say I can relate my game to his a little bit.
Yeah, Meek Robinson's I think he's like a 5'9" or 5'8" cornerback, and he kind of plays nickel or any other spots. Yeah, he was the one that played at La Tech, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, he played at La Tech. Yeah, he played under the corner coach that was my corner coach at Louisiana too.
So I guess that's where you're getting all your coaching from. So
yeah.
So from all of that, man, what would be your dream type of situation? Because I know as a fan, you would probably grew up as a football fan of a team that you would probably love to play for one day.
It's crazy as it sounds. I really don't have a favorite team. I'm not a fan of no team.
Just the players?
Yeah, just players. I just like to watch the game, but there's no game that come on and be like, oh, I gotta watch this team because I'm rooting for this team. But as a kid, I grew up an Eagles fan, but that fell off like in middle school. So ever since, for past, I guess, 10 years, I haven't had no team where I'm a fan of. So I can say it's no team that I'm just wishing to go to.
So you're just more than happy to play for any other football team?
Yeah, it really don't matter.
It really don't matter. But let's just say hypothetically, like, since you said it's been like 10 years, but let's say you have a chance to go to Philadelphia. What would you pick your brains from any of these guys, Cooper DeJean and Keyon Mitchell, from?
Oh, I mean, if I was to end up, I guess I say in Philly, I would love to pick, I guess, Cooper DeJean and Keyon Mitchell, because shoot, they played at a high level as soon as they stepped into the NFL world. So I guess you could pick their brain about that. But even Darius Slay, with him just being such an old head in the NFL and just having so much knowledge, you just gotta pick his brain and see what's in his head. But even Isaiah Rodgers, with him being my size, see how he approached the game. So it's like it's so many different
Different
people
guys.
that you can talk to see that the way that they approach the game, because everybody got a different mindset of how they approach the game.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. But why should NFL teams draft you, man?
I say what for my situation that I'm in right now. I say NFL team should draft me because I'm a great special teams player. That's just for the typical situation that I'm in, knowing that I'm just not a top guy to come in and play a corner, but I'm a great special teams player. I can dominate on all four areas of special teams: kickoff return, punt return. But I mean, other than that, just the pride that I play with the game, the love that I have for the game, and I say just being able to, a lot of people on the football field isn't as savvy and as twitchy as me, and I say that confidently. I play with a quick, a fast twitch. I'm physical, even though I'm might be undersized. Physical, love to tackle in space. Great man-to-man coverage, but that's just some of the stuff. But other than that, I say I can do anything on special teams that a special team coordinator need me to do.
Okay, so that makes you so that would definitely make you stand up from the rest of the DBs in this class, huh?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because I've been playing special teams since high school, so that's something I take pride in. A lot of people they don't like to take that.
Well, why do you feel it's more important? Because some people don't realize how important special teams could be, man. Like it's the most important emphasis at times. Like it could determine the outcome of a game or any other outcome of that.
I mean, it's just important because if you're just not a first, second, third round pick, that's your way to make the 53. You got to provide value to the team in some way. And they got the old heads, they got the first, second round picks that they bringing in expecting to play. And not saying that you can't outplay them, but it's just to get your foot in the door. So once you actually get in the 53 on special teams, now you can prove yourself each and every day in practice of showing why you deserve to be on offense or defense.
Yeah, you get a chance to showcase it. And like you said, some of those later round guys make their NFL living by being on special teams or at least being one of those guys in the rotation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's get on to these other ones. Let's go with rapid fire. Let's go with something that you would pretty much go with simply. Since you kind of stay in Louisiana, let's go with a simplest question. Let's go with Popeyes or KFC. Which would
Popeyes easily. I haven't ate KFC in years.
Okay, so that's kind of biased, but okay, I'll go with that. All right, so let's say Burger King or McDonald's.
McDonald's easy.
McDonald's just seems like the obvious question.
Yeah, I can eat McDonald's all day, honestly, especially their breakfast.
Oh yeah, they're like, what's your favorite breakfast out of that one?
Sausage McGriddle, pancakes.
Oh,
really? Choose anything off the menu, honestly.
Sausage McMuffin for me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
the sausage McMuffin. I used to like those in high school.
Yeah, I mean they're still good, but I'm just saying like every now and then. But you can't go wrong with it. But yeah, I guess if you had to choose between Jack in the Box and Wendy's, what would you get?
I think I only had Jack in the Box once in my life.
Oh,
but I love Wendy's. Ever since they came out with the 4 for $4 and the $5 biggie bag, I feel like shoot, you can't go wrong. You just need something quick.
Yeah, for sure, man. Okay, so let's do some common sense questions. So since let's say you guys have a chance to win a ball game, but let's say a certain teammate just selfish, refuses to go out there, and then eventually just walks out on the team. How would you deal with that situation as a teammate or a captain in general?
You saying
like he's in the game with you guys, but then he just isn't sold with the team anymore, and then he just walks out and just gets pissed off.
So you're saying like a situation as if like last year at Louisiana, my senior year.
Yeah, if there was somebody like, did you had something like that?
No, I haven't had nothing like that, but I mean, I think it depends. I mean, honestly, I feel like it depends on the player.
Okay.
How close?
Okay,
Say it
well,
again.
okay, so like you said, it depends. Okay, let's just say he's complaining about his role and he's really kind of like he's upset and he's refusing to go out there when the coaches wanted him to go out there eventually. He's upset because somebody took his spot and he walks out. How would you deal with that?
See, it's a tough question because it really, like I said, it depends on the player because it depends how close I am to this player, but it depends on how close how it really depends how close I am and how personal like me and him is because at that point in the game, everybody's sitting here trying to win a football game and you complaining. That's just selfish. And now it's just now everybody else on the team see it. Now it's like you're a cancer to the team. And one thing that get under my skin, I hate people that can like just start complaining all the time. So
Yeah,
I mean, me personally, just I might tell them, just bro, like you can leave, go. Like we don't need you. I mean, we really don't need like you don't need no player. Just
like that.
next man up for real.
Yeah,
But I mean, some players you can have those conversations with, like, hey, like come on, tighten up, like it's not you, and they'll shake back. But it
it's
really
really on the
depends on the
person.
player.
It's really on the person's mentality.
Yeah.
But let's say you see this every now and then. Every now and then, maybe sometimes. But let's say in the sidelines, you see some of your teammates, like one of your teammates is not on the same page with a certain teammate, and they're just having an altercation. How would you deal with that situation as a team captain or a leader?
See, I'm my biggest thing is if you gonna do something, like you gonna argue. You know, at the end of the day, we playing football. Again, come with emotions. We all love the game, but
Yep.
it's a time and a place. Like, don't argue in front of the whole team, in front of the audience, and especially fans, because nah, it's just making everything worse. Because all eyes on you, and that's the last thing that you want is for to have a bad look. So, I mean, I feel like me personally, it just be like, I just know me. Like I can say I'm quick tempered a little bit. So that's little stuff like that can just get under my skin. Like when you fighting in the game, like bro, like just chill, relax. You go over there, Y'all get away from each other. Cause ain't nobody got time to sit here and try to kumbaya y'all and sit here and try to make y'all be friends again. Like we trying to win a football game. Like that's the last thing. Like you gotta put your
differences aside and all that stuff.
Yeah, y'all gotta put your emotions to the side. Like, bro, everybody here trying to win a game.
Yeah, I've kind of witnessed firsthand as a teammate before when I was like remember there was a sideline where the quarterback where I was just like his offensive line, one of the centers. So I had to separate him and that wide receiver. And they were just not clicking, bro. He was upset and he was even getting to an altercation with the coach, and I had to separate him aside. And he was just a little tempered, dude. Very out of hand. But you see that every now and then. It's pretty rare, very rare. But let's say you guys go into halftime and you're down by a couple touchdowns. What would be your best speech to get this team to come from behind and win this ball game?
So I didn't gave a couple speeches.
But, so you're kind of a quiet guy.
Huh?
You're kind of a quiet, humble guy, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, I speak up when I got to.
Okay.
I can say I wasn't really a big person because I like to get to know all my teammates. I like to get to know everybody because once you get to know everybody, you feel like you could hold people accountable. They feel like you can hold them accountable because at the end of the day, it's a respect thing for men and football players and stuff like that.
Okay.
But just I say talking to the team is just I'm not really the guy to be like, come on guys, we almost here. I'm like, man, like this not us. Like we need to tighten up. Like this not like we need to tighten up. We ain't put in all this work to sit here and lose. Like I think I like to pull stuff from stuff that'll go deeper, that'll really make people, because everybody play the game for a reason. You playing for somebody. People playing for their mama, some people playing for their sister. So I like to bring up them type of situations to, really wake somebody up and really tap into their, I guess, emotional side, because, people tend to forget about it when they deep into a game, and things not going your way. So I think I'm the type I really get on somebody, and especially if it come down to the moment. But I'll never bite my tongue to tell somebody like what it is and what it ain't. So
you're more of a balance, like kind of fair balance with everybody.
Yeah, I like to be, on a cool, on a regular day, cool with everybody. But I'll never hold my tongue to tell you what I think if I feel like you just going about things the wrong way, or like let you know like you need to step up. I'll never think twice. I'll tell you what I think, and shoot, because I feel like it's the same for me. Like if I ain't playing my best, I feel like if my teammates should feel comfortable enough to walk up to me and be like, "Hey, Key, like you need to tighten up. Like that ain't you." And I could take that on the chin.
Yeah,
you can hold me accountable. So
yeah, criticism or being honest about it is a good way to go, so you can step your game up a little bit. So so going in for all those years in college, what can you take into college that you need to improve on to the NFL?
I say somebody I need to improve into the NFL. Well, I say it's hard because in my eyes, I ain't the best at everything, but I don't have a lot of negatives. But I feel like the only something I have to improve on is staying level headed. Sometimes I get too into the game, let a player, we get to talking, and I play with a lot of emotion, so sometimes I might do something that'll hurt the team from time to time. Well, not really from time to time, but it has happened before. But or even I'm big on film, and I see when I watch film and I know something finna come. I need to work on communicating with my teammate to let them know what play is coming. That become preparing for the week to let them know the play is coming. Instead of me just trying to sit there and make the play myself, because now it's like I gotta play within the defense. I gotta play within the rules of the defense. But it's like, when you watch a lot of film, it's like I know this play finna happen. So, but I can say sometimes it's kind of hard for me to play within the defense. And instead of me trying to make the play, I can let my teammate make the play. But the game going by fast.
So you try too much, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm a playmaker. So
nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're doing what you can do, man. But sometimes you got those guys who can take care of a little bit of that side, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
So are you the kind of guy that lets your play do the talking, or you're a trash talker?
I can say early in my years I was a trash talker, but once you get after later couple of years, like the last 2 years, I don't really get into the trash talking too much.
Okay, well, I mean,
but if somebody gonna talk, I'm gonna talk back. I'm not the one to just sit there and be quiet.
So you're the one that likes to respond when they come at you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm most definitely. I'm gonna respond.
That's like the receipts right there when you go to that level. So yeah. So yeah, that's all good, man. So you got coming from college, man, you just came a long ways, and now it's your chance to live out a dream, man. So does that feel like surreal, or does it feel like business as usual?
Ask the question again.
So now that you've been doing college for many, many years, and now you're having an opportunity to pursue your dream in the NFL, does this feel surreal or business as usual?
Really, I can say business as usual because I always felt like, I feel like it was gonna happen regardless. You know, I feel like it was meant to happen, so it don't feel like I guess shoot until it, you actually getting that, you put on the jersey and you run out with a team, make sure maybe I actually just stop at a moment and realize like yeah, like I'm living the dream. But right now, it just feel like I work for this, so I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, for sure, man. So was there like any other NFL players who've reached out to you and gave you some advice for the next level?
Well, I got a couple friends in the I can say in the NFL. Not really. I wouldn't say advice, but just telling me, everybody got their own perspective of how the NFL works and how it goes because everybody got a different road that they go down to get to the NFL. So, I talked to certain people and, they got their whole perspective of how their journey was, and how hard it was for them to get on the team. But advice, I wouldn't say really any advice, really.
Okay, but you actually just picked it up from your own, huh?
Yeah. I like to pick people's brains. I like to see how they think and their whole perspective. Because shoot, everybody sees stuff different.
Okay, I mean that's at least you get a better understanding. So what's your goal going to the pro day that you want to get other teams' attention from?
Oh, I mean, to put up crazy, to just put up crazy numbers on the 40L in the shuttle, and then in the drills. I'm gonna do my thing in the drills, but 40L and shuttle. Those are my main concerns. Well, not concerns, but like main things that I've been focusing on training.
I mean, as long as you run those 4.3s or something, then I think teams are going to pay attention either way.
Oh yeah,
So, but
yeah,
yeah, man, it's going to be a long process. It's going to be worth the grind that you put into all those years. So it's gonna get there. So hey, man, we definitely appreciate your time. The process is going to be worth the time, man. So whatever team you go by, bro, I'm definitely going to root for you to succeed at the next level, man, because everybody has a dream. So it comes to a reality. You know what I mean?
yeah. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So before we end this, tell everybody where they can find your social media platform.
Um, I just be on Twitter. I ain't gonna say X. I'm gonna say Twitter.
Yeah, it's still Twitter to me.
Yeah, on my Twitter you can find me at Martin Island 21, and then for Instagram, kmart.era.
Oh, yeah.
Is it underscore? No, I think it's kmart.era. But yeah, those are two social medias I be on.
All right, man. And for everybody else, this is Keyon Martin. He's a shutdown corner, man. Don't go down this guy's island, man, or else you're going to pay the price, man. But hey, man, thank you for your time. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.